Hello everyone, welcome to Global Business Symposium presented by Herald Global. I am Saimik Sen. Joining us today Ms. Swati Mishra, Director and General Manager of Small Businesses India at Dell Technologies. Swati, thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, welcome to Herald Global. I would like to begin by asking you, how are you going to remember 2020 personally and professionally, especially after the pandemic and everything?
I would say it was challenging. 2020 in my memory was a challenging, but I can tell you, being a Dell member, when I look back, I wonder, and I'm so proud how well we handle those challenges, right? So professionally, sure. I said, we had a work from home scenario, remote working scenario for quite some time. So however, I was in a field sales role, right? So when the pandemic happened, so you can imagine, suddenly I was homebound, and I'm the person who used to travel every week to, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi. So, I used to have customer meetings across India. And so, yes, personally, it was challenging to stay at home and to be able to work effectively and take care. And then your family was stressed. Everybody was suddenly together. Everybody had, so by the way, I have a son who is 13. And so he had his classes online. My husband had to work. I stay with my in-laws. So, it's like everybody has to be effective at what they're doing. So yes, it was challenging, but I think we had a lot of determination. I would say, that's the culture of Dell. I have been with Dell for almost 18 years now. And what Dell brings in you definitely is a need for speed and determination, even in tough times. So I think we were able to navigate with all that. A lot of extra working hours for sure to be able to, navigate through the initial months. But then I think we just kind of learned it and became way of life.
How does Dell Technologies compare to its competitors in the market?
Compared to its competition, we are doing pretty strong. I would say we are going pretty strong. You would have seen that. I'm sure you would have been seeing media results, and I'm not. Our IDC results, etc. So I'm not going to refer into specifics of figures, but you would have noticed that we have been the market leader on the CSG space, the client space, for quite a few quarters and years now. And our server story has been going very strong. Our storage story has been going strong. So ever since we had the Dell EMC merger a couple of years back, I think we are the only player in the industry who has a full-fledged portfolio, right? I'm not going to name competition, but you know it very well, right? Yeah, None of our competition has a full-fledged portfolio to play upon, right? Within the company, they might have had but they have different companies dealing with it, right? At Dell, what you get is a single point of contact, your own account manager, dedicated account manager, and that account manager helps you to navigate through your IT journey end to end. And that's our strength. Our product portfolio, of course, is very strong. So needless to mention that. But with this entire strength of product portfolio, the unified story that we have, and an absolute great sales team that we, and support functional teams that we have in the country, I think we are doing phenomenally well.
What has been the core value of your brand to top the excellence chart?
Dell has always been an innovation pioneer, in the market, which has been driving the digital revolution among our customers. And, we have been embracing differences and investing a lot in diversity, right? And I'm sure you would have heard that through the news. The leadership team at Dell is very focused and invested in fostering a culture of innovation and inclusion to create technology that ensures that, we have widespread accessibility. Our customers have widespread accessibility, and we impact the improvement to daily life. We also ensure that we deliver end-to-end technology solutions that make way unlimited possibilities, right? We have a lot of expansive technologies like unified workspace, endpoint security with VMware, and an integrated infrastructure solutions portfolio that delivers performance and a lot of reliability for our customers. From building hybrid workspaces to designing agile and resilient businesses, we have enabled a very diverse workforce. And our comprehensive portfolio is designed keeping in mind the ever-evolving environment around us. So, I would say, and I'm sure, I just spoke about it, we have been leading with the PC technologies that lets you succeed, right? That has been the success story for a lot of customers during this pandemic, right? So we enable that. We also ensure that we cultivate breakthrough ideas, because that's an engine for growth and success and progress of our customers. I would like to tell you that we are among the world's leading technology companies, which is driving human progress by transforming people's lives with extraordinary capabilities.
What is the impact of the brand on consumers and stakeholders?
I think the brand has a huge impact, Saimik, right? So Dell is definitely invested heavily on that. And I would like to give a lot of details on this, right? So everything that we do actually, advances sustainability, cultivates inclusion, like I said, transforms lives on a daily basis, right? Of our team members, of our customers. And we do all of this by upholding ethics and integrity, right from healthcare to education to a digital economy. With the power of technology, actually, we endeavor to solve very complex societal challenges. Dell is also very instrumental in changing the digital landscape across the world, right? We believe in delivering a better tomorrow. That's our mantra. In fact, I would just want to tell you that Dell is the only country outside of the US to have a manufacturing facility, to have an R&D center, to have a center of excellence, and the whole executive business center exists here, apart from the financial services, sales and marketing, analytics, contact centers, and multiple service and support centers. In fact, our R&D center, produces some of the cutting-edge technology designed, developed, for example, NVMe-based RAID and Open Managed Power Center. All these have been designed, developed, and launched by our R&D center. We also recently launched our net new zero goal, which is to reach net zero greenhouse gas emission across scopes 1, 2, and 3 by 2050. We launched it on the Earth Day of 2021 as an extension of our commitment to help solve the climate crisis. In fact, in FY21, we also used over 27 million pounds of sustainable materials in our products, and 87% of our packaging was actually made from recycled, and renewable materials. I'm giving you some of this data to tell you, how we are ensuring that we add value to the society. We also created industry's first packaging material made from ocean-bound plastics. Not sure if you heard about this, but this is an interesting one. In fact, we have co-founded Next Wave Plastics, which is a consortium of companies developing the first network of ocean-bound plastics. And we are going to be using this for our supply chain, and we are going to ensure that we prevent plastic from entering the ocean. So this is a big step that we have taken towards sustainability. Our core values, by the way, also include customer orientation, innovation, results, integrity. And, as a result of all of this, just want to quickly update you before I end answering this question, that we have been chosen as the most trusted brand for, by TRA for 3 years in a row, and one of the most ethical companies 9th year in a row. So we're very proud of all the good work that we're doing, across Dell and across the country as a member of the society. Yeah.
Which sustainable development goal Dell Technologies as a company practices or support?
So at Dell, we actually truly believe that we have a responsibility to protect and enrich our planet together. And we want to do it with our customers, our suppliers, and our communities. It is a core part of our DNA, I would say, in our business. We embed sustainability and ethical practices into everything that we do. We like being accountable for our actions, and while driving improvements in whatever and whichever way possible, right? So, by the way, we have set specific targets for ourselves, which we want to achieve by 2030. And we call these targets, a lovely name. I personally love this name, and I love chasing these moonshot. These are called moonshot goals. And I'm going to quickly brief you, what are we driving within this moonshot goals, right? The first and the most important thing that we are driving in these moonshot goals is that we want by 2030, 50% of our global workforce and 40% of our leadership team to be women, people who identify themselves as women. And we are very actively driving this. We are seeing huge success. Our recent, diversity hiring has really seen a jump, and we are really creating a huge inclusive team through driving this goal. The second one is, by 2030, we will ensure that for every product that a customer buys, we will reuse or recycle an equivalent product. We're also going to ensure that 100% of our packaging will be made from recycled or renewable material. So that's the next one that we achieve by 2030. By the way, more than half of our product content will be made from recycled or renewable material by 2030. That's what we're aiming at. So I would say, with the technology and the scale that we have, we will advance health, education, and economic opportunity initiatives to deliver enduring results for 1 billion people by 2030.
What changes have you made to your business strategy, especially during the time of pandemic?
During the pandemic, or when the pandemic, outbroke, I would say we were always very clear that the health and well-being of our staff, our team members, our customers, partners was always our top priority, right? And it became more so. when pandemic hit, right? So the moment there was the outbreak, right? We have a team. We created a team called COVID-19 response team. Now, this response team took care of a lot of things, but I'll cover what was most critical then, which was bringing our Dell digital story, security, and EHS task force together. We enabled 90% of our 160,000 global diverse workforce to effectively work remotely in just under 2 weeks. Now you can imagine, right? That amount of workforce, and we ensured that they're able to from home in just 2 weeks. Once we were able to do this well in 2 weeks, we ensured that we share our remote and flexible work expertise and our best practices across our customer community and partners worldwide. So we did that. In fact, I just want to throw this at you and let you know about this small thing, Saimik, that for more than a decade, forget about pandemic now, for more than a decade, we have been championing this flexible work environment because this is a key component of our work culture, right? It's a company culture. Okay. So back program called Connected Workplace Program, right? Now, this program was launched, if I remember correctly, in 2009. And what does this program help? Right? This is a strategic business initiative, by the way, that we launched 2009. So you can see, right? It's almost more than 10 years old.
Yes,
this allows
yes.
Yeah, so this is like way before probably most of the companies even thought that work from home is a possibility. We said, we're going to do this, right? We launched this, and this, by the way, this program, this allows employees to choose the work style that they want, that best fulfills their needs on the job and in life. And they can be highly mobile, collaborative, and flexible, about their work. By the way, this had a very positive impact on our business, our approach to the talent acquisition, because a lot of people who joined us realized that, okay, they see value in a company which is thinking ahead of its times, right? So we were able to do that. And this also helped to, control our environmental footprint, because a lot of people who could manage their work from home, they started working from home, and it was a win-win situation. And I can tell you, more than just being a policy, this entire program, this brought about a change in how we think about work, the work that is not anchored to a place, right? It's not about the place and time. It's about how we focus on the outcomes that come out of these initiatives, right? So anyway, we had established a goal back then that in 2020, we had established in 2013 that by 2020, we will enable 50% of our workforce to be able to work remotely and flexibly. And happy to tell you that we have surpassed that goal with all the focus and, of course, a little bit of pandemic inclusion also. And we are now at 65% of our workforce, being able to leverage work flexibility in their jobs, I would say. Additionally, we want to cover that, during the lockdowns, during those difficult times, Dell had very closely worked with its customers, and we had provided remote support to a lot of our customers, ensuring security is being taken care of, because security became a huge concern during those times, because suddenly everybody went virtual, and, then suddenly customers' ecosystem, IT ecosystem became vulnerable. So we ensured we took care of security. We had also very quickly created many work from home solutions, bundles for our customers, which was easy for them to adopt. It was like just plug and play. Because see, a lot of our small customers, especially, right? They don't have a huge IT team that you send them in front, they know how to work with it, right? So we simplified it for them, right? And we just ensured that we delivered a great customer support, and and so that our customers continue and thrive, continue to grow and thrive in spite of all the ongoing challenges.
How does it feel about Dell Technologies awarded as the prestigious brands of Asia 2022?
It is, you can see me all smiles. So of course, that we are happy and we're excited. I would say that we are extremely excited, of course, to receive this very prestigious Brands Awards at the Global Business Symposium 2022, and hosted by Herald Global and Bark Asia. I would say being bestowed with this kind of industry honor is a testimony of our efforts, towards our customers, towards product innovation, towards quality, towards customer support. And of course, it feels hence very, very proud. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the entire Dell team who's behind, who's the driving force behind this award and all that we achieve as a company. So I would say, kudos to Herald Global and Bark Asia for recognizing, meritorious people and companies through these awards. And thank you so much for honoring us with the same.
Thank you so much. It was very insightful talking to you. Lovely talking to you.